it's Lyfe, and I'm currently filming around 4 something in the morning, so this should be fun. This is my update for April for my project pan. I roll in 7 items for the year, and once I pan all of them, I roll in as much as I can. So with that, let's begin. Starting off with my Tarte lyfe palette. It's a limited edition. My goal was to pan all of them for the year, and right now this is what I currently have. I panned 10 times. I kind of wanted more, but of course I got sick again, so that's all I can manage. But other than that, I actually did pretty well. I thought I was gonna do like 5. I managed to get 10, like I said. And in the pictures you see how much I panned all that. I've noticed that what was it? Some of the shimmer shades, like this one, is starting to get deeper because I do more of the digging because of it's not dry, but it's kind of the hard pan issue. So with that, it's good, but at the same time it kind of crumbles a bit. But limited editions, it's kind of hit or miss. But other than that, that's how this one went. My next item is the Essence Make Me Brow in Brownie Brows. I keep forgetting to remember that, even though I just wrote the script yesterday. But I can't really show you what's inside because of the stomper, and I can't put it on my weight scale because 1, it's broken, and 2, before it was broken, it wouldn't weigh a thing. So there's really not much I can show you with, other than I can tell you by the scent, it smells fine. I have noticed that even though I do 1 dips for both of my brows, the fibers are getting less and less. So I'm not sure is that it's starting to become less product inside of it, or it's starting to dry out. I'm not sure. But in the next update, I'll find out. Well, you'll find out if I took the stomper out or not. And I panned this for 19 times. For my next item is the Nars in bronzer in Laguna. I panned this for 16 times, which actually I feel pretty good about that, considering last month was 20, so less ironically. But I felt like I had more because the previous month I was also sick and I had way less energy. So what I've been doing is using this as a bronzer, but also as an eyeshadow crease. My Tarte palette, the brown shade starting to dip, and it has like a small pen in it, so I know that once that's fully gone, I'll be using this more and more often, so I definitely get more use out of it. I've noticed that for the side panning, I have pictures but I'm not sure it will show that well, but on the sides angle you see the whiteness, it starts to get more deeper. So I noticed like the sides get more panning, but as for like the middle is what I want to see, it doesn't show that. I think it's because since I use my wing gauze airbrush, I do like more of a side and not like a swirl. It just gives a more even panning, so I think that's the reason. But I do enjoy it. I just noticed that when I do wear this on top of my tinted sunscreen, it looks a bit kind of funky, because since the sunscreen is tinted, like I said, it has a peach undertone, and that's not my true undertone. Mine's more of like a yellow neutral, but very neutral, and I can pull it off, but I just have to be like really light with it and like use less of it. And that's really all I have for this. My next item is the DKNY Perfume in So Delicious. This is apple scented Granny Smith smell, which I really love. And I just dropped this before I just pulled it. But I panned it for 18 times. And this is how much it has now, which I'm really surprised. I said that this was going to take me 6 months in the beginning of the project pan, from the introduction of my first New Year project resolutions, and I said it's gonna be 6 months. We're in the 4th month, so I think I can manage to pull it off by pan this fully by next month. That's kind of my goal at this point, because I really can't see 6 months but being done with it, unless I get sick again real badly that I don't feel like putting anything on. So smells still fine. It's a bit cloudy, but it has been for a while, so really want to get this out of the way. I have many more perfumes that I want to pan, so the fact that this is finished up real fast makes me excited. My next item is the Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek Cream in Work. I panned this for 18 times, and I don't know if this even made like a small dent or not, because this is a lot. Nothing's far to go. I think it made a dent, but I'm not sure. I remember in the last update I said that when I put it on my lips it felt really slick and slippery, and it was because it has avocado oil. That's what was giving me that sensation. And I do like the color. It's just that when I lay it on top of my tinted sunscreen, it does move. But also I had to like really work it in with the synthetic brush, and so I think that's why it pulls at it, whereas I use my hands it actually holds better. But I don't like things like touching my hands while applying makeup, because it just feels in these two areas very weird sensation. I can't really describe it, but it just like makes me feel uncomfortable, so I prefer using it with a brush. I tried it many times using it, and I don't really know my face structure that well, so I don't know if I place it right or not. Some days it looks good, sometimes it doesn't. So the trick with this, one swipe but not a whole lot, and just work with it and build up if you want to have more. I prefer the less, because with my sunscreen it does kind of look a little bit funky, whereas if it's by itself then it's fine. Do enjoy it, but I'm debating if wearing a blush is my thing or not, but I still want to give this a fair shot and use it all the way and try other things too. For the Bite Beauty in Chai, this is the original formula a couple of years ago, and I said I was gonna pan it for this month fully. I didn't, because one, it was being sick. Never fixed it. I said I was going to many times and it just never did, because at the point it's like very small. But it's this mauve tone and very pigmented, so I think you can see it right here. I used it for 20 times, which that's the most out of for this month. Just really want this to be gone by next month. I'm really gonna push myself to do it. I have like less than a third left, so it's not gonna be a big deal. The worst case scenario is that I try to apply it and then it falls out. If it does, then I just call it and say that it's done. I don't really have much to say about it other than I enjoyed it while it lasted. My last item is the e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleaner. It's right here. I'm not sure if you can see. Hopefully in the pictures it shows how much I made. I was so determined to finish this for this month and it didn't happen, but I managed to pan 7 times, which I thought I panned more than last month, but it turns out I actually panned the same amount. But it felt like I did more, because what I did differently was, like, instead of half pressing, because it does get stuck at times, I managed to force myself to press it all the way down. In some of my makeup brushes, I actually made sure that it was directly pointed at it, so I knew that it was getting on it and get clean it really well. So I have like maybe like 5 more pumps I can get out of it. I just have to make sure that I keep tilting it, because the tube is curved to all the way to one angle, so for it to do this, it's not gonna get much, or basically nothing. I really want this to be done next month, because I really want to pan some other things, and I'm really tired of just seeing it in my room. And that concludes this month's update for April. I hope you guys enjoy it like I have, And let me know if you guys are panning as well or any tricks you have for me. In the meantime, take care of yourselves and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!